What's up guys, you've tuned into another episode of Overwatch Replay, a series where I commentate an Overwatch ranked match for you guys and tell you what's going through my mind play by play. This game is super awesome and I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I am. I highly recommend it to anyone who's looking for a competitive team-based shooter. But without further ado, let's get started.
They are never more alive.
Today we have a match on Nepal, which is a King of the Hill type level where we have to hold a point on the map for a certain amount of time. To begin, I take a look at my team comp and I decide that we could benefit from a Reaper flanking the opposition. But as you'll see, you can get a lot of kills in a game, but if your team isn't doing their job, you're still gonna lose. Spoiler alert, my team loses. I wanted to give you guys a look into why your team can lose this time instead of the general trend that I've been showing you guys, all these good matches that I end up having.
Let's finish this quickly.
So right here I actually take the time to actually look at my team comp, my current team comp, because I choose my character before seeing what everyone else was going to choose, and I just keep in my mind as I take out this Reaper. I keep in my mind that we have a Mercy and a Lucio, and that's just not a good strat. You know, Mercy and Lucio do the same exact job, so we're already at a disadvantage. Sure, we can heal ourselves a lot, but we don't have the team damage that we need. So in my opinion, the way you should be playing Reaper is you should be getting behind your enemies. Basically how I just took out that Zenyatta. He just walked past the choke point without even checking his corner, and I destroyed his life. And here I get taken out by Reinhardt, but not before taking out quite a few enemies. So I did some damage, but it would be nicer if I lived. So you gotta keep an eye on your Reaper form. Make sure that you have it available for certain situations such as that one, so you can get out of a sticky situation. So right here the Lucio is signifying that everyone should group up on him, and Mercy is boosting Lucio's damage, which is such a benefit to our team, oh my god. And then she's also healing him, I guess that's alright. But I mean, seriously, what is going on with my teammates? I don't know them, they're randos, so I end up just having to go ahead and put in the work, and I actually got a quadruple kill. I saw that there was an opportune moment for me to use my super. There were quite a few enemies around me. I did enough damage to the Roadhog that I could easily take him out with my super, and so I just went ahead and popped it. And as you can see here, we're actually winning, so I am surprised. But I decide to go back to my camping spot over here, and I think I get seen. No, I don't get seen, but I do take out this Hanzo, which is nice. And then I wait for another enemy. Although there's this Roadhog that managed to see me, and I decide to use my Reaper form to go around him, but that was a poor mistake. I thought maybe my other teammates would help me out, but I was actually the only one really in that corner, so I ended up dying.
My ultimate is ready.
So right here I take a look onto the point, and I see that Reinhardt's over there, so I don't want to go straight on and try to attack him. So I follow the Mercy and I don't really know who she's Genji combo here. I managed to stop Reaper at the last second, but Reinhardt was already charging up his boost forward technique to get someone else, and he actually ended up getting me and crushed me against the wall. So as you can see now, the enemy team is taking the lead, and this would happen to be because we're kind of not coordinating at all. Although Reaper is a character that you can sort of play lone wolf with a little bit because he's really important to be flanking the opponent. So he has to go out on his own and sort of get behind the enemy. So it's fine what I'm doing, I think. Or at least in my opinion, I think it's fine. And Roadhog just chased me down. So you're not really completely invincible when you're using Reaper form. But we lost that round because basically what was really happening was we were going in one at a time instead of going in as a team. And that's really how you're just going to lose the point. And, that's what I really like about this game. You do need to work as a team. It does kind of suck for the solo players like me, but every now and then I get my friends online, and we have a great time because we actually work together. So you really got to work together in this game. But yeah. So on this capture point, I'm actually used to spawning on the other side, so I went to the left instead. Because I'm usually used to going straight to this area, and you'll see where I drop down. It's actually particularly useful because you get in this room, and you're kind of pretty safe as long as you have someone covering your back. So, because people can also drop down there as well. So, as Reaper, I see the Reinhardt over there just holding up a shield, so I decide to teleport to this side, which actually I end up getting behind him, which is nice, and I get a double kill right there, so I caught them off guard, and that's the real power of Reaper. I decide to teleport back into the room, and I hope to get this Zenyatta, and I use my super to take out one guy, and then Roadhog. Actually, this is what I wanted to talk about. It's really kind of important to play this game with headphones if you can, and now with the new consoles, the PS4 and Xbox One have a 3.5mm headphone jack on them. So I suggest you play with headphones, because I used my super and Roadhog knew. I'm pretty sure that guy was playing with headphones because he heard my super go off and he knew that I was to his left, I think, or either way, it doesn't matter. He knew where I was because he knew the sound of the super, and then he just pulled me off and killed me. So, and he also stopped the super. Not that there was anyone else on the ledge. So and that's how I lost. That's how I died. So if your opponents are just outplaying you like that, it's pretty awesome. And then I actually got the kill there, but he also popped his super again, not again, but at the last second, and that managed to push me off, and that was just kind of disappointing. But there's really no way I could have stopped that. So here I'm trying to flank them again. Again, that's a general strategy with Reaper, in my opinion, that you should be using. And I see this Junkrat, and this is a common situation that you might run into if you're a Reaper. I guess I'm not the best Reaper in the world, don't get me wrong. Maybe you shouldn't be listening to me. But if you're too far, if you're not within the range of your shotguns, you shouldn't be trying to close the gap just by walking towards them. I mean, especially in that situation, Junkrat just took me out because his gun has more range. So you gotta assess the situation. Who are you actually going up against? Because different heroes do different damage. I think you probably can beat out a Lucio in that sort of situation unless he's moving around too quickly. And then I try to flank this Roadhog again, but I'm pretty sure he heard my footsteps, which is kind of crazy because he knew. I mean, if you look at the kill cam, he just looked. Again, man, that guy had really good headphones on. But anyways, yeah, so you shouldn't be trying to close gaps just by walking forward with Reaper. You should be teleporting behind them like this. I think I get my revenge. Yeah, I almost died too from the martyrdom. But it's really how you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be flanking people with Roadhog, or not, with Reaper. And here I use my super. I take out 2 enemies, but it's not enough because my teammates. Actually, we capture here. Never mind. I thought we didn't take out that Reinhardt, but nonetheless, we actually don't capture them. Oh, we do capture, and then this Roadhog goes on a tear. It just destroys us all. And here I end up dying, and it's too late at this point because we just lost 3 teammates, including me. So 4 of us are down, and we all just spawned, and they're about to win the objective. So we lose it. So here it's actually pretty useful that we had a Lucio on our team on this specific point, because it's pretty important to capture this point first, because it's really kind of hard to overturn this point, I think, especially if you have a Bastion. If you have a Bastion, or the team holding the point has a Bastion just camping in a corner, it's pretty hard to beat, or Torbjorn for that matter. So I ended up helping out the Mei on our team, taking out that Winston, who's pretty useful, and then I end up dying to the Reinhardt. And then, so I decided to teleport up top, just to wait until the enemies are facing the other way, and they're not expecting me. And I tried to single out the Zenyatta, but he's too far in front of me, then he pops a super. So I decided to just abandon that plan and just go back up top. Luckily no one saw me come up there, I don't think. And I see some shots being fired there. I see that Reinhardt's right there, and no one's really... I couldn't really see the rest of the objective, so I decided to jump in foolishly, and I just end up dying. So these are the sort of approaches. You just have to be aware of the situation. You have to know how many enemies are on the point, or at least where you're going to go, and you can't just hard commit, you know, or you shouldn't be hard committing like this to bad situations like that. So I teleport back up top again, and I fail to see, I think it's a Genji up top here. Yes, I guess he only hit me once. So I decided to jump down. I popped my super because I realized that I missed. I overshot Soldier 76, and then I managed to kill him, obviously, because I used my super on him. And then this Roadhog singles me out because he has no one even attacking him at all. He's just standing there. No one on my team cares about him, so whatever, that's fine. Yeah, basically our team sort of fails to capture this point at all. So like I said, this point is kind of hard to overturn. So I think having Lucio on this particular objective is important. Anyways, we lose. And so, you know, rate, comment, subscribe, whatever. We lost, we suck. I'll leave you guys with the play of the game. Thanks so much for watching.
It's time.